Hello guys, got another video for today, and today we'll just talk about this sort of change to the gunplay in sort of Season 3 that you might not have noticed. It's to do with how the hit markers work. So if you've sort of played Season 3, you might have noticed how sort of jumpy it is, like with the hit markers, and very sort of a lot of visual noise or sort of visual recoil. And it's something I've noticed it's changed in Battlefield 6 that I think a lot of people should be aware of. I've got a few little clips here to go through. So this is with the VCR assault rifle. Now I know it has had quite a lot of a recoil change, but we'll just go through and just go through this clip. So I'm just gonna so this is from a few days before the patch of Season 3. I'm just using a VCR on Siege of Cairo. I'm just going to sort of slow it down and really sort of see. You can see there's a dude that jumps out the window quite close to me. I'm going to skip to it. Can I skip to it? There's quite a lot of enemies here. Here he comes. Right, so let's just skip to it. There's another dude prone there. So as you can see, when I shoot, I try and sort of zoom it in, sort of put like whilst I'm editing, or like put some lines in so you can see it properly. If you look at the sight, where the sight moves, so you can really see it there. Where the sight moves, you can see it really sort of shaking about a bit, and the hit markers pretty much just stay the same where they are. So I'll give you a good sort of demonstration. You can see it jump up there. The sight jumps up, and the hit markers, they're not where the sight is. Do you see what I mean? Is my point. And again, go get the kill there. And again, you can sort of see the sight. Well, the hit markers are done there, so that's the black. But you can see the hit markers aren't following. They're not following the sight. Is my point. And let's get to this next kill. This other dude peeks, trying to revive him. Terrible revive, by the way. Like, dude, don't do that. But anyway, yeah. So as you can see, you know, I start lining them up. Aim wasn't greatest there, but you know, is what it is. You can see like the sight there, it sort of goes up a bit, but the hit markers, they seem to be like tied to screen center. You can really you can see it there. Like that's not the sight is off center from the hit markers, I would say. You can really see it there as well, like the sight sort of bouncing down, and the hit markers are still sort of like to screen center. And that's, you can really see it there as well. It sort of goes up, goes really far out there. Actually, you can see that's a good shot. There you go. You can see that's not aligned to the hit markers, can you? Right, so that's what it was pre-patch. After the patch, you can see here I am with a VCR on the test range. I did change the reticle color to black, so you can sort of see it a lot better against the sort of the light background of like the body what do you call them, the firing range bodies or whatever. I don't even know what you call them, but anyway, that's not the point. Right, so you can see when I start shooting post patch, after Season 3 patch, you can see the hit markers. Yeah, you can see it immediately. Yeah, they just starts following where the sight is going immediately. Now, obviously, I would say, you know, like I mentioned before, VCR does have a lot more recoil now. So, you know, this is with the same sort of spec'd out weapon. So, you know, there is a lot more recoil, but that isn't the same. You know, that's completely different to before. And I'm not sure I like it. Really. I think it sort of increases the visual noise of sort of. It's very hard to sort of track the hit markers when you're shooting someone, because they're just wild in constantly. I don't necessarily think it's a good change. I think even more so for sort of PC players. I think if you play mouse and keyboard, I don't really think it's a good change. I'm not sure whether this is a bug or whether it's intentional. I don't recall seeing anything in the patch notes. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think if you're a controller player, you might not have noticed this change, I don't think. And it's not really necessarily that bad, I would say, for controller players. I think it's more for sort of PC players. And you can sort of see there, look at on the range of that, you can just see the hit markers just follow the sight, where the point of reference is the sight. Yeah, it's just a lot of visual noise, and it's just something to be aware of when you're playing Battlefield 6 in Season 3. Let me just quickly go back to this one here. You can sort of see the difference. It's not. I mean, maybe it's tied to the sight, but it's very. It's really hard to say. It's not the same. It's completely different. I would say that. Maybe it's just a bit. It's looser on the sight. Maybe tied to the sight on a looser basis, so it stays more sort of screen center. But it's not. You can see it there. Look at that one. That's mid gunfight. The screen, like I said, I'll add something in post edit, but that's not tied to the site, is it? Like you can see that. So yeah, I just thought I'd make this video, just make people aware this isn't a game, something to be aware of, something you may like, you might not like. Like I said, I already told you how I feel. Maybe not the best change, I don't think. Maybe it's a bug, I'm not sure. But yeah, just get it out there. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. More videos on the way. I'll see you boys in the next one.